Now let's look at pressures, forces and pressure losses. So we have a basic formula that the pressure in a system is equal to the force on that system divided by the area it's acting on. So what we see here is we've got a pressure which will be at the bottom. Let's just first of all find out what we've got at the moment. If we increase the supply pressure, we've got a low pressure here of 25 bar. If we increase the supply pressure to a little greater than 25 bar, the cylinder will start to move. So now we know, and if we balance it, which is a bit tricky, we can finish it. But we've got a low pressure in here from the mass. If we increase the mass, the low pressure goes up and the cylinder falls. If we reduce it, the low pressure goes down, so the supply pressure is higher and it drives the cylinder forward. Another thing we can do is increase the area. We've now got a larger area given here, so that reduces the effective load pressure to below what our supply pressure is. If we reduce the area, now we've got a higher pressure. The load pressure from this mass is higher than our supply pressure and the cylinder drops. Good stuff. So what we've got here is an orifice. At the moment the pressure is the same both sides. There's no flow, so the pressure right the way through this line is the same. If we introduce a variable orifice and we restrict it, now we'll increase our supply pressure, so it's higher, and we drive our cylinder forward. We now get a flow across this orifice, so we see quite a large pressure drop from one side to the other. So we're losing energy across this orifice, and that's energy we haven't got available to raise our load. So we've got a speed control here because we've got some flow and we've got a pressure drop, but it's a loss in our system that we need to control things. Now what can be interesting, some things you can do is if you look at your systems and you measure your cylinder, you can enter the areas into here, and then you can adjust your supply pressures and to find out what your load is. Or if you know your load, you can put your load calculations in and just check, just so that you understand your systems a little better. It's a nice exercise to do.